NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Saints on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State, now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the gun, it's Wentz. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Winston. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down, Winston. And That's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw is Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. A give to Kamara running right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 2nd down and 4. Winston out route to Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 2nd and very short, Winston.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, Kamara. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he's stopped at the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal, Winston. Steps, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 31, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Winston.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Wentz going to throw.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
From the red zone now, Winston.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Winston.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Winston now.
He goes once again right back to Hardy. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the gun, Winston. Touchdown, Saints!
Alvin Kamara
from 6 yards away.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Commanders back out late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
To throw again on second down. Wentz.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Wentz. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching your partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the captain. It's a missed field goal and the rate going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Cowboys needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts.